Well, you guys, I have failed in my daily weigh-ins this week because I was traveling and I didn't do my little daily diary for this episode. We'll get back to it next episode. But I did weigh in a few times. And as of this morning, I am 117.5, which is a new low for me. It is Monday, December 22nd. And yeah, so that's where we're at. I did take pictures on Saturday, so I will have the comparison for you guys. And today, what I'm going to do is take you guys through a full day of eating. So it's a full day of eating for fat loss. I don't have anything planned out on what I'm going to eat today, but I will show you that full day, discuss like my progress so far, what's changing, how I feel about everything. We've just completed 7 weeks, so we're now in our 8th week, and feeling pretty good. So thanks for tuning in to another episode. Let's get into it. All right, you guys, it is 12:30. I already had to start my day. My counter's a little wet. A protein bar and an energy drink. I'm telling you, like, old habits die hard. I have been doing that forever, and I still do that. But now I need to eat something. I think let me elevate you guys a little bit. There we go. I think I'm gonna do some yogurt. So I have my Greek non-fat yogurt from Trader Joe's. And then this is my almond butter kind of granola thing that I made, and I love this stuff. It's very calorie dense, but it's nicely balanced because it's got almond butter, oats, it has agave and dried cranberries and protein powder. So the combination has a nice balance, right? It has protein, fats, carbs, and it's very like satiating because of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and have some of that. Basically, this whole batch makes 20 servings, and 20 servings is 250 calories. It's like 10 grams of protein, but then I'm adding it to this that has 15, so it's gonna have like 25 grams of protein. And then I'm also gonna have some hard-boiled eggs on the side. And this meal will be like 550 calories with my eggs. And then I will have which I'll show you guys in a little bit when I do it. Oh shit, oh here it is. I'm gonna have one of these Nuris. So and that will all be considered meal 1, which will have that's like 60 or 70 grams of protein, 700 calories. And that's what I've been doing lately. I've been doing like my morning snack, which is the 200 calories. And then I have meal 1. And when I say meal 1, I say that loosely. Just because, and I think a lot of people, this is what messes a lot of people up. They feel like things need to go together. They need to go together. It has to be a meal that you eat that makes sense together. And a lot of times I eat things that make absolutely no sense. I'll have a bowl of mac and cheese and then I'll have 4 hard-boiled eggs. Like, they don't go together. I eat them within around the same time frame, but not together, if that makes sense. And I think that opens up my ability to kind of really eat whatever I want, because I just make sure that I get my protein in and keep it around 700 calories. then I can basically eat whatever I want. So if I want a big bowl of mac and cheese from Trader Joe's, I can have that and make it work. So anyways, this almond butter crumble, I just shared it in one of my, in my Vlogmas, but I'll put it in the description here as well so you guys have it. It is really tasty, really, really tasty. So I'm gonna measure out a serving. I just weighed the whole batch and divided it by 20. And then, so it'll last me like 2 weeks. And there it is. I also like to put a little bit of sugar-free jam in there. And then I've been, believe it or not, enjoying my hard-boiled eggs with the yolk. I don't know what got into me. I used to, it just depends. If I have the calories for it, I will. So I've been enjoying that. I just slice them and then have some pink salt. So this right here is like 500 calories. And let's see the protein. 9 plus 15, 24. 34 grams of protein here so far. And then when I add the Nuri shake, it'll be a total of 650 calories and 64 grams of protein. And then I'm good, because that'll be 20 grams from this morning, that'll be 84. And then I'll only need like 40 more grams for dinner. So I like to get my protein in at dinner so that my nighttime snack can be like my popcorn with Milk Duds or a little piece of chocolate with my popcorn or whatever. But that's kind of what we've been doing, you guys. And I honestly say, I feel really good. I feel like I'm getting really lean. I'm starting to feel like my ab definition come out, but I still feel like I'm maintaining my fullness. I don't even feel like just like depleted. I feel really like I'm maintaining good amount of fullness, which I just feel really good so far. And I have not had to change my macros yet at all. So I'm still eating the same, which is about 17 to 1800 calories every day, 120 to 130 grams of protein, and steps are, if anything, my steps kind of dropped a little bit this week. But my steps are around, I would say I averaged around 8K. So everything is going according to plan. I'm going to eat this, and then I'll see you guys back in a little bit when I prepare my Nuri, because it's so good. So good. Okay, now it is my Nuri time. The vanilla. It's vanilla milkshake, and that is exactly what it tastes like. Vanilla milkshake.
Dollar.
Oh, I know. It's not. It's got to have the dollar. That's what makes it.
Game changer right here.
That's what makes it so amazing.
I forgot to get some last time we were there. A little left.
Oh, there's plenty left.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
We do a little bit of whipped cream.
A little bit of a little squirt.
A little dollop? That's a dollop. Is that a dollop or a little bit more than a dollop?
That's a dollop. It's about 15 calories.
Okay, dollop.
A little square.
And then, where's my cinnamon? Oh, is the cinnamon in this drawer?
That right there. There's two. Might be one.
And then some cinnamon. Oh! That was a lot. Oops.
It'll live. It'll be okay.
Why did it do that?
It just
Like doesn't come out and then it comes out a lot.
right there too, right by your hair. There you go.
You guys, this is heavenly. Mike says it reminds him of having like an horchata.
Yeah. Yeah. One of these days I'll go get a burrito from the taco stand, bring it home, and be like old time steak.
Oh my God, it is.
Because it's 30 grams of protein.
This is literally.
And I'm doing my hack right here.
So good. Oh, show them.
I'm doing my
Protein
hack right
coffee.
Here. Half a cup of Fairlife milk, a scoop of vanilla protein powder. This is 150 calories, and this is about 31 grams of protein.
So
and I put it in my coffee. I'm having a decaf right now, going to the gym, so it's extra protein. So she's doing her and I'm doing a coffee. I got my sister doing it now, the protein coffee. She uses
really?
Premier Protein.
A lot of our clients do it too. They're like, we do Mike's coffee.
Yeah, actually it wasn't my idea though.
Heather. It was Heather.
So Heather, you see this. This is shout out to you.
Shout
I
out
don't know
to
why.
our client Heather,
She told
longtime
us.
client.
And I said, why didn't I think of that? She beat me to the punch. But I got to give her credit. She's the one that said she was doing that, so I'm doing that. I am doing that. Good. Don't suck it down too fast.
I have to like savor it because it's so good.
You suck these down so quick.
I know.
It's
always been like that.
God, you should see her drinking Diet Coke. She's like, guzzle, 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 big old thing. Like, dude.
Is it loud?
No, you just guzzle the shit out of it fast, though.
My sister used to get so mad because when we would go out together and like be drunk in the middle of the night, you know how you're thirsty when you're drunk and you wake up? She said she would wake up to me guzzling water so fast that the bottle would crunch, and she literally would want to like slap me across the face.
It is annoying, though. Especially when you've been drinking, every little thing annoys you.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh well. Gotta love it. Dinner is going to be an easy, convenient meal, just putting it together. So I'll show you guys that. But it's perfect for on Monday when we're extra busy on Mondays. Client check-ins kind of rule the day. So we'll be home kind of late from the gym, and just everything gets pushed later. So.
But we make it happen.
But we make it happen.
So for people always complain about, I don't got no time, I'm busy. Well, have some stuff ready on deck, easy stuff. Have some chicken always on deck ready. They got the protein, the package ready at Trader Joe's, that chicken.
Yeah.
Already cooked, all you gotta do is heat it up real fast in the air fryer. Have the soups ready to go. That's what we're doing tonight.
You know, we always have kind of the grab and goes. Call them grab and goes. You gotta have grab and goes because when you don't feel like it or you're sick or whatever, you don't use that as an excuse to
fall off.
Because
everybody always does. Always. I used to be that guy who's like, I want McDonald's. I'm sick. I deserve it. You know, we all do. Because McDonald's tastes the best when you're sick. I don't know why.
I feel like McDonald's is in my future. I love a McDonald's once in a while.
I mean, here, I'm going to confess something. I had a stroke. And where does my wife take me to eat after my stroke after the hospital? McDonald's. Not supposed to be in that?
We're so bad for that, but we were craving it so bad.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to do anything at the moment. You know, my stuff was already done, but we went and had McDonald's.
We had literally coming home from the hospital.
Because the week before, you took me to get the checkup when we found out I had my stroke. And then we had Taco Bell because McDonald's was closed.
McDonald's was closed. We didn't scratch the itch.
No, it didn't satisfy us.
So second stroke comes around and we decide to get McDonald's.
After I leave the hospital that night. Super Bowl weekend at that. We go right through the drive-thru.
That was
it tastes so
2 years
good.
ago. Were we kind of chunky at the time? No.
Yeah,
No, we were fit as hell.
And I was super ripped. The whole hospital was
no, you were. You were in like you were super lean.
I was an anomaly. I was the fittest dude
I was
in that whole
thinking,
hospital.
no, we weren't. We were good.
The doctors were stumped. The nurses were like, "This is rare. You're a rare occurrence." I'm like, "Well, it runs in my family history, so it doesn't surprise me that it came from me. It was just weird how it just came from me at my best, not at my worst. It didn't hit me when I was partying, when I was overweight or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It came from me at my best, like to humble me, like, I'm still around, buddy. You ain't escape me." But hey, that's a reason, more reason to stay healthy. Because that thing is lurking. Got me once.
Yep. I measured my waist, by the way, you guys. I didn't measure it on camera, but Mike was my witness. What was my waist?
24 and a half.
24.5, you guys. It came down. So 24.5, 117.5.
This one's being happy. This one's doing the happy dance. I
I'm
don't hear
doing the
complaining no
happy
more. I'm tired of being chunky. I can't wait to get to the other side. I was like, shut up. You're talking like our clients.
But I still don't feel satisfied yet.
I mean, no, you're not where. Yeah, but still, you're on the other side of it now.
Yeah. I'm in uncharted territory. I haven't been this light.
The fluff
Haven't been
is
this
gone.
lean since I was 40 years old. And for 40, when I was for my 40th birthday, I went on a road to 40 also. I hired a trainer. I tried to get fit again and kind of like wanted to go into my 40s looking my best. And I did feel pretty damn good on that trip. If I can find some pictures from that trip, I'm going to put them in this episode.
Wasn't that Miami?
Yes.
I got
Felt good.
pictures.
Yeah, send me some
Wasn't I
pictures.
super
maybe.
lean?
Yeah,
At that time too,
we
wasn't
were both lean.
Yeah, I got pictures of us.
Yeah, so I was 116.5. That was what I got to. So that was the last time I was this light. And I stopped, though, after that. I think, I don't know, I didn't, like, keep going. I don't know why. I didn't, like, pursue further than that. I stopped. I stopped short of being in the best shape of my life. Because being in the best shape of my life, I have to go all the way to where I got to when I was
Is that what you're going to do this go
35.
around?
Yeah, not that I need to stay there or anything, but I just want to prove that I can get there, even in menopause, even at 50 years old.
Yeah.
You know, I want to prove that there is no like thing that stops me.
Yeah, women gotta stop.
It's a mental block. It's not an actual block.
Yeah, women gotta stop giving up talking about I can't be sexy no more because I'm this age or something. I'm
No,
just a
that's the
mom.
whole point. I'm trying to help women understand because I want them to push harder and dream bigger. And just pursue what they want, whatever it is they want. They don't have to want what I want, but to give them the courage to pursue things that people don't feel like are possible because of our age.
It's limitation in your mind. That's all it is. I just saw a video of a dude, 99 years old. He goes to the gym 3 hours a day. Now, he's not lifting a lot of weights, but he's doing something. He's 99 years old. He's in there getting out.
99. You know what? The day he stops is the day he...
99.
He must have cleared his throat because he's not complaining. I don't think he's hacking anymore.
Yeah. No, he's not hacking no more. He got a big old lube in his throat.
All right. Well, we're going to head to the gym.
Better late than never. Gonna get it done.
Try to get a couple clips for you guys if I'm not freezing. And
And I know the day checking in today, huh? A lot of client check-ins
a
in.
lot of client check-ins.
Put this up there.
Tis my job.
Crazy, in a few more days.
Dinner, you guys, is delicious. It is tomato feta soup, and it's cold outside, so this is just so good. Tomato feta soup, we split that whole thing. And we're doing sourdough. Oh, look at the sourdough. This is fresh sourdough from FK and Bread, fresh baked from a bakery near here. And Mike's adding chicken to it so that we are proteined up. So we're doing sourdough bread, chicken, soup. Delicious, delicious meal full of protein, right within my goals. And then we will finish off the day with my latest obsession is a handful of Milk Duds and popcorn. So that is, I mean, I'm eating the same that I've always ate. I'm just kind of adjusted my calories a little bit, making sure I'm getting in that protein, but nothing is different. That is one thing that's cool about this is I've never attempted to get this lean eating so balanced. So it's also my attempt to prove that that can be done as well. That's kind of it for eating. Now we'll go head up. I'm gonna eat this dinner, but we'll head upstairs and sit at my desk. We'll talk about my results for the week. I want to talk to you about how you can use a waist measurement to know if things are working or not as a really great data point. And yeah, we'll just wrap up this episode. And yeah, so let's go see what the pictures say. All right, now let's get into this week's results. So I want to talk to you guys about my waist measurement. And we talked about earlier, it measured at 24 and a half. And I'm going to put up on the screen here what it did during the build and then what it's doing now. So you guys can kind of see how I use the waist measurement as a data point also for clients. So if you look at the beginning of this little chart, you'll see I started at 27 inches and then it kind of went up and down during my build, but it never went above 28 inches. It basically stayed within a 1 to 1.5 inch range the entire time I was adding calories and gaining weight. What that told me, a fairly stable waist, was that the calories I was eating were not being stored as body fat. I was controlling my body fat gain while putting on muscle, and that's why my weight was increasing, even though my waist was not. Now, the opposite happens in the cut, and that's a good thing. So what you want to see in a cut is as the weight goes down, you also want to see the waist measurement go down, because that is indicative in most cases, depending on where people are kind of more genetically storing their fat. But in most cases, if you see a nice decline on the waist measurement while you're losing weight, it's indicative of retaining lean muscle and losing body fat and not the other way around. So if I were, for example, when I was in Big Bear 6 months ago, I hadn't been working out. My waist was probably sitting at around 26.5 inches, but I was only weighing about 120 pounds. So even though my weight was down, my waist measurement was up because I was holding on to body fat, and my weight was going down because I was losing some muscle because I hadn't lifted weights in quite a while. That was earlier this year. So this is why it's such a good data point to have, and it is something that I use with my clients when we're building their strategy and I'm adjusting their levers. I always tell them I need to look at the data so I can adjust levers, because the data will tell me if, okay, we need to slow down on the calorie increase, we need to put a pin in it, or maybe we need to do a deload week or whatever. This kind of like, the method to my madness, and everybody is different. Let me tell you, there's no one, it's not a cookie cutter thing. It's based on how your body responds, and the data tells the story, and then your body tells me, I read it, and then we kind of make adjustments according to that. I'm really happy with where I'm going. Obviously, I'm coaching myself here, and I'm happy that the weight I've lost so far appears to be primarily body fat, because you're always going to lose some muscle, but it's majority body fat. And the weight I gained on the way up was majority lean tissue and not all body fat. So it's majority on both ends. You're always going to have a little bit of body fat gain on the build and a little bit of muscle loss on the cut. I hope that makes sense. But I still feel nice and full. Like I don't feel like depleted or like skinny. I still feel really strong. I still feel full. I still feel firm and muscular, and that's what I'm going for. So I'm really happy so far. 7 weeks down, 5 weeks to go. Let's go into pictures. Okay, so my weight, I will put up on the screen what it did on the weigh-ins that I do have. Like I said, I don't really have many weigh-ins. I do. I have the 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22. ended at 117.5. I started, so on the 15th, I was 119.4. But I had popped up and then I came back down to 118.8. I think I lost about 1.2 pounds, like the way it charts this week. I'm losing about a pound a week. Calories are the same, keeping them, I'm hitting about average of 1,700 calories. And now let's look at the photo. Leaner, more defined. So if you look back, look at the picture where I am 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go back to, you can see my arms now are, remember I always like to go back 4 weeks because you can't see, if you look at last week, it looks like no change. Look at 2 weeks ago, kind of looks like no change. You got to go back 4 weeks to really see. My arms are looking tighter. That, you know, the line in the bicep, the line to the shoulder is more pronounced. Definitely the legs. My legs have leaned out quite a bit from 4 weeks ago. My waist has come in. So you can definitely see the difference when you go back 4 weeks. But when you go back 1 week or even 2 weeks or even 3 weeks, to the naked eye, it kind of looks uneventful, right? But when you look at now versus like, you know, week 1, you know, you can really see a big difference from that 130.2 from that first picture. So it is a process, you guys. It is so kind of like anticlimactic, even with all these good data points, you know, oh, my waist is coming down. My weight is coming down. It's still like, it doesn't look like those social media, wow, like that wow factor until, you know, we keep going and until we get to the end and then compare it to the day 1. Then you get this like wow transformation. But when you look at it week over week, and this is why people, they kind of lose motivation. They're like, oh, nothing is happening. I don't really feel different. It's happening. It's happening. Trust me. I feel so different in my clothes. I feel so much better. But like I said, when I look at these pictures from that perspective of like, you know, a client would, I can understand where they're like, huh, that's it, you know? But very happy. This is such a fun process and I'm feeling really good about where I'm at, but I still have, and this, you know, this is kind of where things really start to suck in and kind of your skin gets close to the muscle. These next 5 weeks, you know, especially once we hit, when we're 4 weeks, when we're 4 weeks away from my end date of cutting, that's when we're going to really see some difference. But now when I look at these pictures, I really see the difference in my legs kind of like shaping up. When I look across the board, can definitely see change there. Definitely my cellulite, my butt's lifted. My cellulite is way better. It was pretty bad. So there's things like that as well. I didn't like have my full body exposed all over the internet. So I only have my front pose, but I have, you know, definitely feeling pretty good. And I'm feeling like my abs are coming in and yeah. Anyways, so this is where we're at. This is 7 weeks in, 5 weeks to go. I cannot believe we're like kind of at the home stretch here a little bit. Like what a commitment to document this whole thing. Especially in the middle of Vlogmas. I'm also doing Vlogmas, so that's been fun. Anyways, guys, this is where we're at. I'm hoping to see a 6 on the scale at some point by next week's episode. So, you know, hopefully I'll land somewhere around 116-ish and continue losing about a pound a week because that is what's going to get me to my goal. The more I kind of, you know, think about it, to be like 15% body fat, which is what I'm aiming for, I'm probably looking at like 5 more pounds, to be honest, and to see where like my fat distribution is and what I still need to lose in order to really get shredded, which is the goal. The goal is best shape of my life, not just best shape for my age. So it's looking like probably about 5 more pounds. We'll see. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode, and I'll see you guys